Hey everybody, look on the screen. So this here just an update on the Markeith Lloyd, the one who murdered the girlfriend on the scene on the screen. Okay. And what happened, he shot and killed this police officer. Shot and killed her. Fair use. Check it out. And he was found guilty of murder.
Right now at 6.
The defendant, Markeith Lloyd, should be sentenced to death.
With a unanimous vote, an Orange County jury recommended the death penalty for Markeith Lloyd.
He is a narcissistic sociopath who terrorized this community and killed Lieutenant Deborah Clayton.
And now, Lieutenant Deborah Clayton's family says they can finally get some closure.
She got justice today.
I'm just glad it's over and I can finally move on.
It took the jury about 5 hours to determine Markeith Lloyd should be put to death for killing Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. Good evening, I'm Greg Wormuth.
I'm Vanessa Eccles. Today's recommendation of death comes 5 years after Markeith Lloyd's crime spree began. On December 13th, 2016, Lloyd shot and killed his pregnant ex-girlfriend, Sade Dixon, and her unborn baby. Police spent nearly a month searching for him. On January 9th, 2017, Lieutenant Deborah Clayton confronted Lloyd in a Walmart parking lot. That's when he shot and killed her and took off again. After 8 days of searching, Lloyd was captured, hiding in a house in Orlando. It then took nearly 3 years for Lloyd to be convicted of killing Sade Dixon. That happened on October 16th, 2019. Then another 2 years plus for the conviction in Lieutenant Clayton's killing. Channel 9 Shannon Butler has been following this case and joins us live from the Orange County Courthouse. Shannon, today's recommendation has been a long time coming for her family and those who loved her.
Yeah, that decision had to be unanimous. That means 12 members of that jury, they made the decision to recommend death for Markeith Lloyd for killing Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. Today, the Orange County Sheriff said that this sends a message to the community that it is not okay to kill police officers. But for the family, the message was sent that his childhood nor his mental state mattered here.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
The family of Lieutenant Deborah Clayton thanked the 12-member jury for recommending death for Markeith Lloyd.
It's not a good feeling, but I know justice was served.
And today, his attorney, Terrence Lenneman, said there were no winners here.
This community lost someone who was really important to them when Lieutenant Deborah Clayton died. She was giving back to the community, giving back to youth.
Lloyd's case became front and center in a legal fight over the death penalty. Former Orange Osceola County State Attorney Aramis Ayala announced she wouldn't seek the death penalty for Lloyd or anyone else. So former Governor Rick Scott reassigned dozens of capital cases, including Lloyd's, to the office of then State Attorney Brad King in Ocala. Ayala fought to have those cases returned, but lost. Assistant State Attorney Ryan Williams said he was surprised by the jury's decision today because of how difficult it is to get a unanimous death penalty verdict.
It's never a happy day when somebody gets sentenced to death, but
Fine with me.
we obviously thought that that was the just verdict in the case, and it's a relief to know that members of the community, a very diverse set of members of our community, thought the same.
But a death sentence will ultimately be up to the judge. A Spencer hearing could be held where more evidence could be presented. But Lloyd said he didn't want one. But the judge removed him for the courtroom and said he would not be sentenced today. Now, Markeith Lloyd told his family he loved them as he walked out of that courtroom. He said he wanted to be sentenced today, but the judge said that will happen on January 14th.
Now, let me go. Here's what I wanted to kind of go back to when the news reporter said it's hard to get a sentence like that, having a diverse juror.
The community, a very diverse set of members of our community, thought the same.
But a death.
Now, I will say this. I am so happy. So very happy that there was a diverse jury. Because I know in the BC, as long as it is a black man, especially a dusty one, in the BC, that's the one who's protected. I am so happy they had a diverse jury, not all black, because if it was an all black jury, and especially if it was a whole lot of black men, I'm sorry to say, ain't no use in no killing that brother. We got to forgive. We got to forgive. And you had a man, and well, I'm going to pray about it, and we don't need to be killing. We done lost enough lives. The group thinks sometime in the BC, it's scary to me. So I am very happy that there was indeed a diverse jury. Because if it had not been, I'm willing to bet that more than likely he would have not have gotten that death penalty. He has no problem giving death to this girl, the ex-girlfriend who was pregnant with his child. And then the cop tried to arrest him, a black woman. Then the fool gonna sit up here and shoot and kill her. Really and truly? Her life mattered. She was a mom and doing something positive in the community. Again, in the BC, when you try to start a business, do anything productive, you got a better chance of getting got. Be a piece of trash, be a Dustina or a Dusty, more than likely you will be fine. And then don't forget, you have somebody like this here, the DA. You don't want the death penalty. Well, I have news flash for you, darling. I'm sure that cop didn't want it either. But guess what? Lloyd gave it to her. I'm sure she didn't want the death penalty either, but she didn't have a choice that day. It blows my mind how only in the BC you have such understanding. We gotta forgive. Such understanding when it's some dumb crap that goes on, some dumb diabolical homicidal crap that goes on. And then she's fighting to get the case back. I remember this so very well. I'm glad she lost. She may be opposed to the death penalty. Some people deserve that. That cop did not. So I'm so glad they had a diverse group. He was a diverse group of people on the jury. They said it was hard to get. I'm so glad. And then it also shows me with diversification, it shows how only in the BC, black women, and especially black women of a dark complexion, they are not. Black women at all and children, or they're not at all respected. Not at all protected. But they sure will protect that dust bucket. They sure will protect little T. I said, for once, I'm glad. I would hate to think if that was an all-black jury, I guarantee, I'm willing to bet you, they would definitely sympathize with that fool, with the murderer. Well, we can't bring her back. The law knows what's best, and we already lost enough. He killed his baby mother, ex-girlfriend, and with her child, she was pregnant. And they showed a video when this first occurred. She was just in the car with him. Keep dealing with dust. That's a sure way to get to death a lot faster. That's why I'm telling you. I tell everybody, if you're in a situation and you're dealing with the baby mama and she's always in your pockets, which is customary, it's time to have a sit down. Life is business. There's no way in hell. And that's why I know someone said to me, oh, I bet your family going to start asking for this and that. I said, oh, no. Well, since this occurred, they're going to start. No. No one's asked me for a dime because they already know what's up. I don't. Well, no. My bad. One fool. We have a confirmed Dusty, and you get to the voicemail. I already know what the call is. It's always a money call. So yeah, but in general, besides that one dust bucket, I said no. They don't. Nobody know not to ask me for anything, especially for some money. I'm not doing that. So this day and age, if you have these young in the black community, you got little Nick and them having these babies by these dust buckets, and then they need money for Pampers and diapers and money for gas and all of that stuff. It's time to have a sit down. Little Nick, obviously you need our help. We understand. I'm not saying not to help. That's your decision. But I tell you what we're not going to do. If we're having to pull in some major help for you to take care of your child, we're going to go ahead and get a life insurance policy on you. Where's your man at? Is a little TT Turbo Tyrone? Well, things always seem to go wrong with that guy. So that's just me. And when you think that when the BC people are showing you, guess what? That's the idea. You're not going to come right in my pockets. Oh, for some babysitting, I need my rent. Yeah. And what kind of man you dealing with? So more than likely something happens to him, we're going to end up with your child or your children. It's time to get a life insurance policy on you. Take care of your kids. And see, most of our people don't understand that. We do not understand it. We don't. Used to poverty, a poverty mindset. Oh, you don't need to get no life insurance, nothing like that. If something happened, we're going to pray about, do a GoFundMe, and then somebody just take them in and then run through all your savings, run through your brokerage account. Forget trying to invest in your business. We just have to go ahead and take those kids in and then run your ass till you're broke. Suffering is the way. And you wonder why we're light years behind. Again, the video I did, I mentioned this only yesterday. The video I did about they've got a game plan, a playbook in hand. What's our playbook? Our playbook in hand in the Black community, it is poverty. It's time to burn that book, put that book in the trash. Other people have a playbook in hand. Oh, and that playbook is working for them, boo-boo. It is working. It's foolproof. It's like it's guaranteed to work. It's worked this damn long. It's going to continue to work. What's our playbook? What is our playbook? Poverty. Sympathizing with poverty, D. Even though Black women, they're the one who will kill thee. So this year, I just want to say I'm so happy that there was a diverse group on the jury because Black folks would have sympathized with them. So the second video, it's going to be a lot shorter. I want you to see how he is trying to use George Floyd in his statement, and the thing can't barely read. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Again, rest in peace, rest in power to slain Sergeant Deborah Clayton. So he got the death penalty. He deserves it because you know what? He got what he gave. I'm out.